I was first exposed to the fundamental aspects of this beautiful game known as pocket billiards at the age of 19. And of course, if you had told me 10 or 12 years later that I would be at the level where I'm at right now, I probably would not have believed you. But through my consistent work ethic, discipline, and commitment to really learning the fundamental applications of this game, I am happy to be here with you to be sharing all my knowledge and experience that I have garnered. For the first time viewers that are here for the first time, hey guys, my name is extrapolate and I'm your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor straight out of the small island of Jamaica. I'm going to be walking you through two of my break and run analysis videos that occurred in the summer training session. If this is the first time here, do not forget to leave a subscribe, leave a like if you got some value from the video, and of course turn on your post notification bell to be notified. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Let's kickstart this video here with once again the most important shot of the game, and that is of course the break shot. The break shot is key for every player to really set themselves up for a potential break and run. Now, in addition to you having a good break, you must have all the other facets of the game intact. Let's kickstart here and have a look at this break. And this is a beautiful break shot here by Apex Selenio. Let's have a look at the replay, looking at the transition through the cue ball. It's not too bad, not a lot of body movement. Nice spread on the object balls that are on the table, but unfortunately I did not get a ball down on the break. Now what I like to share with you guys is that there are many tutorials that will teach you how to run a 9-ball rack, but what I particularly focus on is the real-time application of the knowledges that they are sharing out with you on other YouTube channels. This is a real-time execution here, decision making, and of course mistakes that it's very painful to really watch, but of course it is reasons for me to improve my game. Now here you'll see where I land on a shot here on the one. It's pretty easy opening shot here. I'm not taking ball in hand onto the break. I'm trying to run the rack as if I'm playing against the ghost or I'm playing against another opponent. Now that's a beautiful execution there on the one, potting the one into the top right, sliding over using stun draw, bumping off the side rail and coming out for position here on the 2. Now I have a look at the 2 here into the side, but I also have a pot on the 2 straight up into the corner. So here is where a little bit of indecisiveness occurred in my game. And so I'm looking at the position on the 3 that is in the bottom half of the table, but I'm slightly hampered by the fact that the 5 is ruining my chances, for an easy position here on the 3. Now I've also here decided to pot this 2 ball straight up instead and to stun draw the cue ball under the 5 so I could easily see the 3. Now as you can see here, potting the 2 ball straight down, didn't get enough draw. I was a little bit afraid of overdrawing the cue ball. Now I've hooked myself here on the 3, and now here is where I have to make a decision. Now you'll notice here into the top right hand corner of this video, you'll see a shot clock where I am also monitoring and managing my decision making around the table. Now this is a training session, so I'm not under any time constraints, but of course I'm very mindful of the fact that usually in competitions you have a 30-second shot clock which you have to choose, that you have to shoot under. So there you can see I have 2 options. I can do a half massé on the 3 to make the 3 and get pretty easy position on the 4, or I could jump the shot. It took me more than 30 seconds to make my shot, and so the knowledge that I've extrapolated from this particular rack here is we need to be more decisive as pool players. Remember that we have an audience that is watching us in our matches, so not only are we trying to win, but we are also trying to be easy on the eye. I've also released a video here where sometimes guys you have to just let a rip, let it go. Beautiful execution there on the 3. Let's have a look at the replay. It's a nice execution. Wasn't a difficult shot, well, at least at the skill level that I'm at, because jump shots are supposed to be in your arsenal at this level. if you're looking to be able to run more rocks, not everything is going to be a Cosmo rock. Not everything is going to be on a string. Not everything is going to lay it out properly. So you've got to have a lot of different techniques in your skill set in order for you to run rocks. Now this is a difficult rock, and I kind of feel I'm really going to go hard on myself here, and I'm going to say here that I think I made this rock a little bit more difficult than it was supposed to be. Once again, for this particular shot, I've already exceeded the 30-second marker, and now here all I need to do, guys, is just either stop the shot, well, pop the 4 and stop the cue ball, or just roll here forward. But I've been teaching you guys a lot about precision, accuracy, consistency, and control. And you guys are very, very experienced as well to know that a lot of times it doesn't take a missed shot for you to lose a rack or lose a match. It literally takes just a bad angle. And here you can see here, as I'm walking around the table and visualizing my positional zone, I pointed my shaft that I need to be at that spot. Now that angle will potentially make it very easy for me to transition from the 6 back to the 7, because the 7 is in a really little bit of a tricky position based on the position of the 6. Now I popped the 5 there, and you can see I came a hair short of my target. Now you can see that I'm just scratching my back there and kind of just looking at, wow, I think I may have messed up slightly. Now you'll hear a lot of professional players, a lot of professional instructors tell you that you're going to have to accept what the table offers you. Now I didn't have much from the 5 to the 6. You can see that I'm pointing my shot that I needed to be there instead. But I'm a hair short. I'm maybe about 3 inches short, and I'm also below my area. Now I'm going to have to adjust my positional route that I'm going to have to take. Now in a second you'll see a video coming up from my previous tutorial where I actually played a shot from the 6 to the 7, and notice how I played the shot here. I popped the 6 using inside spin, and I came into the line of the 7 from behind. If you guys would like to check that tutorial out, that is the easy on the eye tutorial video. Once again, it is the 6 to the 7 again from this particular rack, and I'm going to have to use some inside spin. Now if I remember correctly, I believe that this training session came after this one, so I was very mindful also of that shot, because in my practice sessions I rely heavily on my past experiences to really deliver. Now it's a good shot. I have a pot on the 7 into 2 pockets, into the side and into the corner, but because I'm a little bit close to the rail, my shot is a little bit hampered. Now it's reducing the amount of areas that I have per position. Now notice that I walked around there and I kind of looked at an area, and I'm just double checking to make certain that if I land the cue ball there, I'll be able to see the 8. You always want to do that. That's a part of your pre-shot routine. Now you'll see here, guys, where I have a little bit of a difficult putt here on the 7, and it's the reason why I've gone way below the 30-second shot. It is not that I can't get position on the 8, it's just that the shot on the 7 is a little bit difficult. Now you'll see I walked around there to say maybe if I were to go to that position instead, maybe it's going to be a difficult putt on the 8 to get back onto the 9. So I've settled for my first decision where I'm just going to putt in the 7 into the side, just rolling forward here, ensuring that the 7 goes down, guys, and now settling for that 8. Now I could have played that shot a lot earlier, but like I said, guys, you have to be able to play with the percentages. Now it's a beautiful break and run, or at least so I thought, because now here I'm on the 8. I don't have to do much. All I could do here is just pop the 8 and maybe just a hair of right spin. Don't need to do too much. Now until this point where I'm about to shoot this 8, it looks to be a beautiful rake and run until this happens here. Would you believe that, guys? Incredible. Now this is something that you do not want to happen to you in an actual game. This is my training session, and I popped the 8 clean, but I was trying to do a little bit too much. Plus you will see that there is a little bit of a flaw in my stroke. I turned my arm. Now that was absolutely unnecessary. You can see just laughing, you know, it's a bit, I was actually hurt by the fact that I didn't get that break and run, because I kind of felt like I really worked hard for that, and then I just messed it up last minute there. So that's something that you guys want to be mindful of. Just try to keep things simple, and if you do make an error, don't get emotional about it. Just accept that you've made the error and you're going to move on and improve. Now guys, if you have not checked out the recent video that was posted on my channel where I exposed to you the Sid Banner 3 cushion billiards one wheel kicking system, definitely check that out guys. It is doing pretty well in my opinion. Also, if you guys would like to check out part 1 where I released 4 months ago, you can also check that out. A link will be pinned in the description box below. This video really helps you with developing a natural feel and precision for one wheel kicking. I'd also like to take the opportunity here guys to introduce you to another YouTube channel that I have. Outside of pool, I am a mathematics instructor where I teach middle school, high school and college students mathematics. So if you guys have children, kids, you know anybody who needs tutorial, then of course you can link me in the DMs. You can follow all my social media platforms that is also pinned in the description of this video. I do teach mathematics at the highest level. Let's jump right back into the lesson for today. Now, it wasn't a bad rack number 1. I did a lot of things right. I came short and I recovered on a few shots. But also guys, you will see here where I have to really give you something special. Now for some of you guys, or most of you guys who may think that I do not do videos that exposes my weaknesses, I have a lot of videos that I share with you, incomplete racks that I should break and run, mistakes, the whole 9 yards is pinned in a link at the description of this video. So definitely guys, check those videos out. It's all a part of the process. I am a student of the game. I am an aspiring professional pool player, and all my aim and focus here is to improve my game to the next level. So I'm going to be sharing these knowledge that I've extrapolated from these training sessions, these practice sessions, and I hope that these knowledge will be able to push your game also to the next level. Now for this particular break and run here, the last one I thought it was until I made that really bad error there on that last ball. I'm going to have to leave you with something special. And this is where, as I stated earlier, that one of the main issues in rack number 1 was my indecisiveness. Now in this rack you'll see where indecisiveness has not taken over. Beautiful break there, really nice control there on the cue ball. And of course we can't forget that these are some of the best breakers in the world. Here we have Shane Van Boening playing in China, 10 ball. Look at that break. Beautiful, beautiful break. And here we have Gary Potts explaining his version of how to break an 8 ball rack.
Drive all the power through the bend of the table and get that famous cue bend.
Wow, a very exaggerated break, bending the cue there, getting a nice spread on a 7-foot table, getting a ball down. Not too bad here from Gary Potts. Here we have Joshua Filler breaking, pot in 9. Huge reaction from the crowd at the Moscone Cup. And then we have also players from the Ultimate Pool TV. Beautiful break there, much more exaggerated break than mine. But one particular player comes in mind when it comes to breaking, and that is Francisco Django Bustamante. He pioneered the art of 9 ball break. Let's take a look.
Which side of the table is breaking the balls from?
Look at the 9 tracking toward the corner.
Making 2 balls on the break, 1 finally coming to rest, and a pretty good...
Francisco Bustamante.
Definitely, still to date, one of the best breakers in the world. Now as you can see here on the replay for my break here, I have a much more controlled break. No body movement, nice smooth delivery of the cue through the cue ball there, getting a nice spread. I'm playing on an 8-foot table here guys, and you can see not too bad. It's not going to work out like this all the time guys, but this is something that you want to have. You want to have nice control on the cue ball. You don't want to get kicked around too much. So nice control here, nice spread, no problems on the table. Couple of good shots that you have to play to get back position here, but here is how I start the rack. Now I've taken here 15, maybe about 25 seconds here, just to make up my mind as to how I'm going to go about this rack. So I need to make up my mind. I don't want indecisiveness to come into play. I see the pot, I see the pocket, I see how I need to play position, make up my mind, get down and deliver the cue. And what I notice, and I've been noticing in a lot of these rocks that I've been teaching you guys, is the smooth transition that I've developed in my game. Beautiful, beautiful pot there on the one ball, cutting it, not even touching the rail, going across two cushions, sliding back out to the middle of the table here, landing dead perfect here for the 3. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. Now here you'll see where I have a pot on the 3 into the corner, but it's a little bit of a tricky shot, and you'll see where I get down and I'm not feeling too comfortable, so I'm gonna walk around, look at exactly where I need to be, and I know that is the area, that's the zone where I would least like the cue ball to be. Now I'm gonna double check to see if maybe there are other options. Do I stun follow and go forward? Do I bump into the 5? You want to keep things simple. My objective of this rock here is to try to run the rock and not bump into a ball. Now notice here where I pop the 3 and I land exactly into that position that I thought I would. But in order for you to achieve this position, it's a little bit of a tricky part, because you notice that the 3 entered not into the center of the pocket, but into the facing of the pocket there. And what that does is that it reduces the amount of angle that I would have had after drawing the cue ball. Notice that it landed dead perfect where I had intended. That is the area that I figured that the cue ball would have been. Now, keeping it simple, guys, not trying to do too much. As I said, trying to run the rock without bumping into a ball. Again, nice pot here on the 4. Don't need to do a lot of work, and I don't want to bump this 6 here, so I'm going to be very careful. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. What a nice shot. Just missing that 6, coming slightly out for the 5 into the side pocket here. Now, not a bad shot here. Just going to roll forward into the rail. I'm going to need a little bit of an inside spin here, because I don't want to come too short on the 6. So that inside spin will opens up the angle of the first rail. Beautiful, beautiful shot. And again, leaving a nice angle here on the 6. Now you'll see a little bit of a grimace there on my face. And the grimace is not that the shot was executed badly. It was the fact that I'm close to the 8, which kind of hampers my cueing. And so, like I said, guys, I've missed shots like these in the past where I'm aiming and I'm not leveled, and I have to play with topspin, and I sometimes may overcut or undercut. So that is also what the grimace was for there. But it was an okay shot. I was okay with running out. Now, this is something that I'm going to talk to you about again, and I'm going to show you the reason why what you see me doing there is not something that I really encourage players to do. Now, of course, I executed the shot. I got position. Let's have a look at the replay there. It did work out. And like I said, depending on your skill level, you may be able to get away with stuff like that. Now, it does look a little bit fancy and a little bit theatrical, and the fans love to see when players look, like that on the table. But it's something that can really hurt your game. And in the next video that I'm going to be posting, guys, I'm going to show you a rack that a player tried that very same thing, and it did not work out in his favor. In fact, I punished him for that very mistake. But let's keep our focus here. Really nice position there on the 8 regardless, and coming 2 cushions back around for the 9. And this is something that I've really, really worked on in my game here. Now, as I'm potting the 9 here, notice that I'm not potting the 9 as if I'm playing position, because here I'm just giving you a quick little review of a video that I did. And here where I played the 8 coming around for the 9. But notice how I executed the 9 ball here. I pop the 9 and I come in 2 cushions out. And that is something that I've encouraged players to do at all times. Once you're playing the last ball on the table, play as if you are playing position. Alright? So I do hope that you got some sort of value from this video. You picked up on some knowledge, and I hope that you use this knowledge to propel your game and to improve with consistency, precision, accuracy, and control. If you have, do not forget to leave a subscribe, leave a like, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.